want to go through some of these responses to yesterday's video because I definitely resonate with what people are describing. Somebody commented that a big challenge for them is playing well when they're not in the mood. That's a big one. I think that everyone, to some degree or another, has experienced this one before. I know I have. I still do. What am I supposed to do on a day when I really don't feel like practicing? Or maybe nothing's coming out the way that I want it to, and I'm just getting frustrated, and the last thing I want to do right now is play more trumpet. And everybody's specific situation is going to be slightly different, so I don't want to describe my sort of situation as if it is the gold standard or that everyone can possibly relate to it or that what I'm describing is what somebody else is experiencing. But I think there are some common elements at play here. We're experiencing a feeling, right? A feeling of this is uncomfortable or this doesn't sound good or I just don't want to play right now. And with that feeling or emotion, there are a whole bunch of other thoughts that come up in response to it. And for me in the past, some of those thoughts have gone like this. I don't want to play right now, so that means I must be a bad musician. Or I can't practice unless I want to practice, so I need to fix this not wanting to practice feeling. Or maybe I don't feel like practicing, so I need to force myself to go through the motions until it starts becoming fun. And those are just some thoughts that I've had before. Someone else might be having different thoughts. But realizing that there's all these additional thoughts might start begging the question, on what am I basing my decision to practice or not practice? Am I basing it on that feeling that I didn't want to practice? Or am I basing it on all these other thoughts that are a reaction to that feeling? Or put another way, whether I'm playing well or not, whether I decide to practice or decide not to practice, whether it's a great practice session or just the worst, it sometimes does me some good to at least entertain the possibility that maybe what I'm thinking and feeling in the moment does not necessarily have anything to do with what's actually happening in the real world. There are some days that I really feel like playing, and some of those days it's a good idea to follow through with that feeling. Other days it might be better to take it easy and take care of myself. And for the days that I don't feel like playing, I still have that same choice. I think what I'm trying to get at is that sometimes there seems to be a lot of pressure to bring feelings and decisions into strict alignment with one another, when in reality the situation tends to be a lot less black and white. And for me, all it takes is noticing. What am I feeling? How am I reacting to those feelings? And just getting a bird's eye view of everything instead of being stuck in the middle of it, yanked back and forth between opposing thoughts, I find the decision to be maybe a little clearer, at least.